Nothing really. And now, I might not know the subject as much, but when it comes down to like not having or having a topic that I'm uncomfortable talking about, I don't think I have anything.
Like, let's say politics or something like that. So you're like, oh,
shit, you might have to school me.
yeah. No. I'm not into politics.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just like saying like, oh, don't talk about LGBT.
Yeah, and we're pretty much live, bro. So
Yeah.
yeah. So why do you say? Do you feel uncomfortable talking about specific subjects?
Yeah. Well, you know how I was texting you. I was like, just that one time.
Oh yeah. But other than that, you're good.
Nah, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So how's your experience right now listening to yourself?
It's amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool. I like the camera angles.
Yeah. Well, it's a pleasure having you, man. And,
okay. Yeah. Oh, we started?
Yeah,
okay.
we started already.
Cool,
so,
cool.
On your show,
yeah.
is there something that you don't really talk about? Let me erase the up real quick. Good. You're good with that.
Yeah. Well, hey, hold on. Before we start, if we already recording?
Yeah, we're recording already.
Yeah. Well, first, I want to say thank you. Thank you for allowing me to be on here. I know it's been a while since we've been planning this. Yeah. And since we actually met on Instagram, it's nice to finally meet you in person. Shout out to DJ MTK because he's the one who connected us.
Yeah.
And also, I wanted to bring you a gift.
Oh, shoot, man.
So this is for you. Just thank you for inviting me.
Oh, shoot. Thank you.
Yeah.
Should I open it right now?
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it.
You did say, I hope your wife or my fiance doesn't.
Fucking up the pagan.
Yeah. Oh, shoot, man. Why is it vibrating? Oh, shoot, man. Oh, man. Hey, you're going to have to drink up.
No. Read the back.
Nice.
Read the back. There you go.
Hoy Nomás Podcast King Angel.
There you go.
So it says Hoy Nomás Podcast King Angel. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, no problem.
Appreciate that.
No, thank you for, like I said, inviting me on your show. And, you know, it's an honor to be here, man. And thank you.
Yeah, likewise. And for the people that don't know, by the way, like I said, thank you. I really, really mean it. It's very rare that a lot of people like give a sincere gift. You know what I mean? So I appreciate that because I know that took some time to get that engraved. And so
yeah. And like I said, man, you know, I'm just happy to be here. You know, thank you for the invitation. Like I know how hard we all work as podcasters.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, I like the. How do you say it? Well, first of all, building camaraderie amongst us. Like I said, shout out DJ MTK.
Yeah.
For connecting all of us. I like just, you know, having the community together. So hey, you know, if a gift just says, hey, look, thank you, I appreciate it, and I see you, you know, I see you working hard. I see what you do. So, but like I said, thank you for the invitation. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Now, I had something in my mind right now that I want to say. Okay, well, we can start off with, we'll do the intro. That way you can kind of give a brief introduction of what you do and pretty much your journey with all of this. And then we'll just start off the conversation.
All right.
Cool?
Yeah. That's cool.
Are you ready? Welcome to Hoy Nomás Podcast.
Yes, sir. Okay, so drinks with JD.
Drinks with JD.
Why drinks with JD, bro?
Yeah, all right. It's a kind of long story. You want me to go down that route? Or you want me to keep it short?
Let's keep it short. Okay. And you have your water right there, bro.
Thank
in
you.
case you need a sip.
Thank you.
By the way, JD doesn't drink. If not, I would pop it open right now.
Right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. It's funny because when people say like, "Wait, why'd you call it drinks with JD and you don't drink?"
Yeah.
Like,
so what do you drink?
Yeah, I drink water.
Nice.
I drink water.
All your shows, you drink water?
On all my shows, still water, you know. Well, also, I have custom cups. I have custom cups with my logo on it.
Nice.
So, it's basically just that, like, with my custom cups and me and my guests, we just, you know, share the drink. But we emphasize the cups.
Gotcha.
That's why it's like drinks with JD.
Gotcha, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And are they drinking water as well, or you actually have them drinks as well?
Well, some guests, they bring their own. Well, I guess you could say you're allowed to bring your own. I mean, I don't care. I mean, so some people will bring, like, let's say they want to bring some drinks, some actual drinks. Yeah. But they have to at least pour it in the cup. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So you could drink, you could bring whatever you want. Yeah. You know, I'll bring the water. I'll bring some water. But if you want to bring some, like somebody brought, I don't know, some whiskey or something, you know, and they just poured it in the cup. So and they were sipping throughout.
Is this whiskey, bro? Is that what it is?
Yeah. Oh, okay. The Jack Daniel. Oh, it's funny because it's like a play on JD. You know what I'm saying? It's not Jack Daniels, but like my name isn't Jack Daniels, but it's like just a play on
nice,
JD.
nice.
Yeah, because the most famous JD in the world is Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
So it's just like
aside from you, huh?
I guess. Hey, I'm the little man.
Yeah. So okay, you want to give that summary, and then we can take off from there
of the name.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my name is JD. Right. Okay. Hello, everybody. I'm the host of Drinks with JD podcast, and it was just basically when I was just thinking about the name. I was reading some books about like marketing, and I went through all that, and I started like reading through all those books, and then since my name is JD, and I wanted my name to be on the show, on the title of the show, what the books were telling me was that you could attach like your brand to another brand that's already established.
Okay.
And then and like correlate it with things, correlate it with like normal things. Like I say, drinks is very common. Like when people be like, hey man, let's go for a drink. You know what I'm saying? Or they could be at the bar and then they'd be like, oh, drinks. And then they could correlate that with like JD, be like, oh, drinks with JD. You know what I'm saying?
But he don't drink.
I don't drink. But I'm just correlating. It's all marketing.
Yeah.
You know, and then so with the whole, like I just said, who's the most famous JD? And that's Jack Daniels. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that brand has been around for 100 years or whatever.
Okay.
Or whatever, like 200. I don't know, but like many years.
And your initials are actually JD.
JD, 100%.
Nice.
And I just correlated the alcohol, I guess you could say, the famous Jack Daniels to my name. Yeah. And just like, all right, let me just create the name Drinks with JD.
Nice.
And then when people go, hey, let's go have a drink, maybe they'll think of, oh, Drinks with JD. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's crazy. So how long have you been doing the whole podcasting?
Yeah, so officially the podcast, let's say the first interview that I've done was in 2019, right before the pandemic, right? And it was cool because it was like my friend, he's a music artist, and he was in LA, he was touring LA. And obviously I'm in San Diego, and my thing is that like Drinks with JD, I travel 9 times out of 10, like maybe 75% of my interviews are me traveling to people or meeting at different locations.
Oh shoot.
Yeah. So my very first one was in LA, and my friend, he stayed at a Airbnb, like some mansion in LA, and we were next to like this, I don't know, this bar that the big mansion had, and it was cool. So basically, I did it right before I drove up there, and I came back, and then when I was editing, the pandemic happened, and then I just dropped the first interview in 2020. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Are you still traveling for your podcast, your shows?
Yeah. I still do that. Sometimes I go to LA, sometimes, and then also I have 3 locations of where I film. It just depends on where I want to do it that day. So, and I also have a home studio as well. Okay. So sometimes I invite people to the house. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I have my other locations.
Where's your home studio at? What part of the house?
Yeah, so I have a 3-bedroom.
Okay.
And one of the rooms is like my studio.
And your wife let you do that?
Yeah. Oh well, my wife is amazing, man. She's also a photographer as well.
Nice.
And she owns her own photography company, Shots by Tanya.
Okay.
I'll look her up on Instagram.
Yeah.
She's dope.
I saw her work, man. It's very, very nice.
Thank you. No, so we transfer, like, let's say when it's her time to work, because she also works at the house as well. Like, well, when it comes to photography.
Oh, really? So you guys both use it as a studio.
Exactly.
Nice.
So we just adjust. Like, okay, what are we doing today? Are we doing a Drinks with JD today? And then we put the cups together, we get everything set up, or are we doing a Shot by Tanya photo shoot?
Yeah.
And then we just rearrange it to her shoot.
You know what? At first, when I first started the podcast, I actually wanted to do the same thing, to be traveling for a podcast, right? Mm-hmm. But now it's kind of changed a little, and I kind of like pivoted to just be doing the podcast here. Mm-hmm. One of my main goals is to have, how there's the Amazon, the Apple of, you see the garages and things like that of people making it from their garage or their studio, whatever. Yes. my goal is to at one point be like having this little studio being there, like, oh shit, look, he started from his backyard and he made it to
like a warehouse, a big warehouse, a Oi No Mas warehouse.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Of course, that's goals, man. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And it's awesome that, you know, you take a picture and boom, you'd be like, yo, this is where I started.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why even though I'm not opposed to traveling, but I do want to have people like yourself be like, oh shoot, like they sat right there and they were behind, they were in front of those lights and they were physically here, you know. But of course, if there's an opportunity for me to have to travel, of course I'm gonna do it. But the main goal is to bring the person here. So
that's awesome, man. Yeah. No, and I love it. I love the goal setting and also the manifestation. I see the gold YouTube.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's awesome. You know, like. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen one day whether if it's your warehouse, you know, and your achievements.
Are you a strong believer in manifestation?
Well, I don't really call it manifestation. I do believe in the power of the tongue. You know, just because I don't know. I think manifestation is like more like I don't know, on something else that I don't believe in. However, I do believe in the power of the tongue, whereas you know you speak into existence. It obviously is similar. However, you know, I guess it just depends on what route you want to believe in.
Okay, so you know are you trying to connect it to prayer? Is that what it is?
Yeah. It's sort of like this. Sort of like, you know, if you talk about manifestation, you know, it's not really like Christian. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that I'm a perfect Christian. I'm not saying that. But however, I also don't like to dive into like, you know, on the other spiritual side of it. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going to speak something into existence, it'll be with like on the God side, on the, you know, Holy Ghost side type.
But it's all connected.
Well, if that's what you believe, then okay, that's what you're saying. Okay, then that's fine. That's fine.
Because you know how, and this is without no disrespect, right? I'm a strong believer in I'm a strong believer in God and everything. But whether you call it the universe, whether you call it God, Jesus Christ, to me, it's whatever name you're calling it, it's the Creator, no matter what, right? Okay. So maybe we're calling it different, but at the end of the day, it's still the same source.
Okay.
My belief.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah.
So I guess when it comes down to like prayer and God and manifestation in that form, you do believe in that, the power of the tongue.
Yeah, 100%. You know, watching what you say. You know, like with my baby, she's 7 right now, right? Mm-hmm. You know, it's funny like when she has a cold or something, a fever or whatever. You know, when people ask her like, "Oh, are you okay? You know, what's wrong with you?" And she goes, "Oh, I'm healing." You know what I'm saying? Like don't say you're sick.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like just something as easy as that. It's like, don't say you're sick. Just say you're healing.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, it's on the power of the tongue. You know what I'm saying? And for sure, you know, I'm guilty of slipping on my tongue. You know what I'm saying? However, it's just, I always try to like teach that to my baby and also within myself, you know. And, you know, your words are powerful. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you know, in the beginning, you know, like let's say, you know, in the Bible, how it's just like God just said, "Let there be light," and then boom. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? So it's just like if God could just say, you know, "Let there be light," and boom, that's what it is. Yeah. Then that's just what it is.
Well, I think in the Bible, I've read a little bit of the Bible, but it says in the beginning it was the Word, right? Mm-hmm. So the Word, the vibration, all of that is very, very powerful.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm with you. I might not be as religious as you, but I'm a strong believer in God and the creation and all of that. So
yeah, no doubt. No, I'm with you. Like I say, it's all the same thing, you know. As in like, we're getting there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the same like we both understand what we're talking about.
Right, exactly. So, it's funny that you say that about like your daughter saying I'm healing in comparison to saying, "Oh, I'm sick," because you know how they say, "Oh, you're going to be successful," and then maybe somebody's response will be, "Well, hopefully one day." But you, like you just said right now, you're saying hopefully one day, so you're just prolonging it even longer.
That makes sense.
Would you say that's correct?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. You should
say something else.
100%. You know, it's always also, well, first you got to acknowledge that. Well, you got to accept that, you know, are your words, you know, that powerful? You know what I'm saying? And my bad. Yeah. And
are they bugging you? Or
no, I'm good. I'm good. Okay.
Yeah, it's because JD doesn't. He don't wear headphones on his shows and whatnot. So I told him, hey, put them on so you can kind of get this feel.
I'm adapting new experiences. It's pretty cool.
Is it a little bit weird hearing yourself? And,
a little bit.
Is it too loud? I can lower it.
No, you're fine.
Okay,
you're
okay.
Yeah.
Let me know because I can control it.
You're fine.
Yeah.
No, but okay, hold on. We were talking about
like if we're prolonging it.
Oh yeah. Well, okay. So first you got to understand if you got to believe in it first, like as in the power of the tongue or whatnot. And then after, obviously, you believe in it, you acknowledge it, and also you got to be aware of it. Obviously, we're not perfect. I slip up all the time, as in I don't know, maybe having, negative thoughts or something, what I'm saying? Not like being pessimistic instead of optimistic, and, I mean, cause I'm human, but at the same time, I go back to, hey man, I gotta relax. What I'm saying? I gotta relax before I make my reality into these negative thoughts.
Right.
What I'm saying? But mind you, I'm not a perfect man, by any means, what I'm saying? I slip up all the time.
I feel like you're very positive though.
Yeah, no, we have to be, man. That's why, because in this world, I mean, we all know that, there could be some negativity in this world, but in the end, I mean, we're blessed, man. I mean, we're alive right now. Yeah. How blessed are we? You know what I'm saying? We got air in our lungs. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we're blessed, man, and how many people unfortunately passed away today? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's like right now, we still have a chance to, be here for our daughters, you know what I'm saying? And continue to achieve our goals and stuff like that. But overall, hey man, every day we're above ground. I mean, why not try to be happy?
Yeah. Have you always been this positive?
I feel like I mean, since I believe life is about bad seasons and good seasons. Right. You know what I'm saying? When you're in your good season, acknowledge it and appreciate it. But when you're in your bad season, always remember that a light is gonna come, that the good season's coming. So you gotta be optimistic. So I believe I have. However, I'm just happy that let's say people who let's say in my past or whatever, who have tried to be, let's put it let's say tried to hurt me in any way. Yeah. Right. That didn't bitter my heart or harden my heart. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just all right, you take your L's on the chin, make your L's your lesson and just learn from it. You know what I'm saying? Learn from it. But still, feel blessed that you're awake, that you're alive. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, to answer your question, yes, I believe I have been positive my whole life. Just because, hey, man, I just appreciate breathing.
Yeah, yeah. And it's, I don't know if it happens to you, right? But I think before we started the podcast, I'm like, man, I think it was on the podcast that I'm saying, well, eventually I want to get to having a bigger studio, et cetera, right? But the thing is that at times we need to sit back a little and kind of take a step back and realize that what we currently have right now is things that we at one point we wished or dreamed of even having, right? There was a point that as a kid I wasn't as fortunate of having a 3-bedroom house, a backyard and things like that. So at times when I sit back and actually reflect in life, I realized that, man, I actually have what at one point as a kid I wanted and desired and a little bit more, right? Even though, of course, I'm not in a place that I want to be at. I want to continue growing and seeing what my full potential really is. But I'm very, very blessed to have what I have. Like you said, even just being healthy, waking up today, being able to walk, being able to talk, being able to say that I have a podcast here at home, that's a huge, huge blessing.
Exactly. And it's funny, something that that I heard someone say was you'll never be as young and as healthy as you are at this very second. Yeah. Never. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That hits me, you know what I'm saying? Because it's I mean, I'm blessed to be alive at 36. Yeah. And but it's let's just say I'm 70 one day, and I'm looking back maybe, I don't know, I not to speak into existence, but let's just say I got a backache or something. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, I wish I could, I don't know, do what I used to do at 36. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not appreciating
your current moment
right now. You know what I'm saying? And it's something that I also had to learn, because I remember when I was 18. and I would like let's say like have a goal or whatever. Let's say, I don't know, graduating college or something, right? And I'm like, okay, I signed up today, so in 4 years from now I should have my degree, right? So I'm just like crossing out the days on the calendar, right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, boom, 4 years later, boom, I got my degree or whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is that if you just keep doing it, like you're crossing out time on your life.
I was just gonna say,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like, but at the moment, I was just like, oh, I gotta hurry up, whatever. So it's like the whole saying of don't count the days, make the days count.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like right now, I do got goals of like, okay, let me cross out this day. However, let me make sure this day counts. You know what I'm saying? And do something. I don't know. Do something with my daughter. Or something. I don't know. Like don't waste the day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, like I said, I'm human, so it's not like I'm like David Goggins or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like waking up 4 a.m. to go run 12 miles or something. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, at least try to acknowledge it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you're blessed to see today.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So don't waste it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I totally agree. And it's just that's a very, very good reminder just to not take today for granted.
That's right.
And just saying that, I very, very much appreciate your time that you're taking, because like you said, you're giving up 1 or 2 hours from your life.
Now we're doing 5 hours today.
Yeah. Just by coming and sitting down and having a conversation.
It's an honor, man. It's an honor, man. It's an honor to be here. Like I said, man, I love what you're doing. This is one of the best podcasts here in San Diego, and I'm just happy to be here, man.
You know what? It's funny that you say that. So before I got added to that group chat of the different podcasts in San Diego, I didn't know there was that many podcasts. But I think there's a good 15, 20 in that group chat around there, right?
That's right. All over the county.
Oh, okay. San Diego. Okay. So even North Counties.
County, okay. Like there's some guys in like Escondido and over there Vista or something. But then we got Chula Vista.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you mind if I put you on the spot?
No, go ahead.
Okay. What are the top 3 podcasts in your opinion, whether it's the full podcast, whether it's short form content, something in your own verdict in San Diego? Not counting yours, because
okay, I was gonna say mine. Yeah. Drinks ready. Yeah.
So top 3, and you don't even have to say mine. Just
okay.
Just top 3 of what you.
Well, how about this? How about we just shout people out? Because I mean, I believe, like, let's say this. There's like our team is very diverse on what they do.
Okay.
They're all very different.
Yeah.
They're all very different. So you can't really like pinpoint it and to be like,
yeah, exactly.
You know what
I
I'm
agree. Or 3 that you would want to shout out because of something that they're doing, and this is not saying that the other ones are not good, but 3 that you would want to shout out because you like what they're doing. Yeah,
no doubt. Well, okay. How about this? How about I shout out the ones that have invited me on their show?
Okay. All right.
Yeah. How about I just do that? You know what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody doing their thing, and I'll shout you out if you invite me on your show. You know what I'm saying? Let's do that.
Hey, notice how I asked him if I could put him on the spot, and he was able to drift.
Hey, if you invited me on your show, I'm gonna shout you out. So So first, I want to shout out my boy Jonah from the Barbershop Confidential podcast. He's hella dope. I watch his stuff. He's very consistent. He drops every Tuesday. I call it BSC Tuesday, Barbershop Confidential Tuesday.
Okay.
And he's dope. He has like I call him the Adam 22 of San Diego.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't know if he hates it, but I'm still gonna call him that. You know what I'm saying? Because he's like he has raw interviews.
Like sex? Oh.
No. Well, I don't know about that. That's his business. But
after the podcast, is that what he's doing?
I guess. I don't know.
Oh shit! Because that's what Adam 22 does.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Exactly. Yeah.
So he's over there.
I guess so.
He's banging his guest up.
Well, the reason why I call it Adam 22 is because he's very. I don't want to say controversial.
Oh, okay,
I don't want to say it like that. He's just very. I don't know. Like it's just, like it's fun to be there. Maybe. Maybe you know what I'm saying. Maybe it's just fun to be there. I'll say it like that.
Because he did say Adam 22.
Yeah,
so he's over there banging his
You know what? Let's just say that. Yeah, he does do that. He does.
Hey, JD, you were there. Man.
I know. I was.
Oh shit.
Walking into that. Nah, shout out Jonah. No, but I like his podcast. It's dope. Nice. Barbershop Confidential. Go follow him on Instagram and on YouTube, all that. He invited me on, so I shout him out. Also, Grown Folks Podcast.
Okay.
Grown Folks Podcast. They're awesome. It's a team of Carl. He called himself Normal Ass Carl on Instagram, and Lex. He's pretty cool. So it's Lex and Carl. They invited me on the show, and it's pretty cool. They have I like their segments. Their segments, like the way they start the show, and they have their own personalities. So it's cool because it's like you could bounce off of them. Also, they've been doing it for a while, but when they invited me, it was a 2-man team. But now they added a third mic, and it's a female. So it's two males and a female.
Oh, okay. And a guest?
I haven't seen them with the guest with the third mic. I also watch their show consistently. Like let's say yours, Jonah's, and Grown Folks. I watch theirs all the time. Especially, like I said, I just want to show love.
Nice.
And I mean other ones as well. But hey, they invited me on, so hey, I'm a fan of the show.
Nice.
But yeah, I haven't seen. Because they just added her recently. Oh, okay. So I don't remember if they added like a fourth mic for the guest.
Gotcha.
But I know they have 3 mics now. So, but yeah, when I was invited, it was a 2-man team. So yeah, Grown Folks Podcast. They're on YouTube, on Instagram, and all that stuff. So they're pretty cool. They're cool guys.
Nice.
And let's say, okay, well. Hoy No Mas. Here's my third podcast.
Okay, so you're saying the top 3 podcasts in San Diego.
Fine. I'll say just because I'll put you in the top 5. For the next 2 people who invite me. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
So invite me on your show.
Yeah, and so I was curious because just recently I asked you. Okay, before I even fuck it, I'll ask this and remind me to mention about the text messages or the DMs between you and I. Okay. So you recently said that you didn't want to mix certain conversations into your own show, so you decided to split it up into different shows.
Oh yes. Okay, so the reason, or how do you say, the Drinks with JD. Yeah. Right. Drinks with JD is a show that highlights my guest, right? And the rules are, or that I do, I guess you say, is I only interview business owners and music artists. That's what I do. So it's just all my guests are just business owners and music artists, and I just highlight who they are. Gotcha. So I promote their business and their music. So that's what Drinks with JD is. You know what I'm saying? So, and then some people started saying like, well, in Drinks with JD, we don't get to know who JD is because I'm just like, the attention is just my guests. It's never them asking me questions. Yeah. Or like right now we're kind of having like a back and forth a little bit. Right. And but it's never that. It's just me like, okay, let's all get to know you. So okay, so when people started asking like, yeah, we don't really get to know who JD is, and so then I started a couple other shows, and like I just started diving into like different things. Like let's say this. So I already filmed this new show, right? And it's called Connect with JD, and it's more on just a, I don't want to say weirder level, but it's not just highlighting who that person is. But one topic that we talk about on Connect with JD is conspiracies. You know what I'm saying? And just like I'm just touching on the topic. The pilot, like I said, I already filmed it. However, I just wanted to throw that in there just because I like conspiracies. You know what I'm saying? So so stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just creating different shows that I guess I could also talk about different things instead of just highlighting a music guest or a business owner.
Oh, okay. Because I'm doing not necessarily different shows, right? But I did mention that whenever you see a specific type of intro for the podcast. Yes. So it's going to be a specific type of podcast, right? For instance, if I put the Matrix one, then get ready for some weird stuff, right? That's right. Which eventually I want to do a lot more of those because those are the type of podcasts that back in the days I used to like having like bonfires and just gathering around the fire and talking about weird stuff or like, hey, have you ever looked up in the sky and you see freaking the stars moving all across and then looking out just the random conversations. Nice. So, but I was just curious on why you wanted to separate it. I've thought about that in the past, but I just decided at the end of the day, it's I see the podcast, at least for my show, right, is that at the end of the day, it's a conversation. Mm-hmm. It's a back and forth. Yet you are going to get to know the guest, but we're just going to be back and forth as a conversation.
No doubt.
So you can kind of see the personality of both people. So.
Okay. So to answer your question, okay, Drinks with JD, there's a format, and I like format, and I like continuity. Okay. Right. So let's say right now, I'm in a suit on purpose. Right. I'm in a suit. So my uniform for Drinks with JD is a suit, and right now, what do I have on? This is my hat, my professional hat of Drinks with JD. I am in the character of JD.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
like that.
You know what I'm saying? So that's like Drinks with JD. There's a format to it. There's continuity to it. So it's like when people go to the show, whenever I drop an episode, they expect that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're not expecting. Whenever you give them something like, let's say, a burger with cheese, you know what I'm saying? They're not, if that's what they like, okay, a burger with cheese. They're not expecting a burger with cheese and ketchup.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A burger with cheese and mustard. You're like, yo, why you changing things up? You know what I'm saying? Because people are used to like, the same thing, routine. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's also a part of the marketing. Also, people get used to stuff and because we all get into our routines. It's also like a psychological thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if people are used to that and they come to the show for the guy in the suit with the hat on, you know what I'm saying, for JD, and then it's like, okay, and they know that that I'm giving you, the burger with cheese. That's it. You know what I'm saying? The burger with cheese. So that's why I want to be like, you know what? I want to sell, or I want to serve hot dogs. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? With relish. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, that's different than burger with cheese.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. Like, just, I like continuity. Right. I like the format. I like the routine. I like the what people, I like serving what it is, what's on the menu.
Like, you're like in and out. This is
it. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? And do you want the shake with it? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So
nice.
And like I said, it's also like, just reading the marketing books and reading and also looking at learning from my favorite podcasts, you know what I'm saying, from like other stuff, like learning from their shows, and then learning from shows when I was growing up, and like I said, just reading marketing books. So it's like if you switch it up on people, then it's like they you know what, it's funny because it's like, well, speaking about Item 22, right? I remember when I started watching No Jumper a long time ago, they had 3 mics, and it was a girl and 2 guys, right? And that was their podcast. And then when the girl left, and then a new guy came in, so it was just 3 guys. I was like, I'm not really feeling this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, psychologically, I was like kind of psyching myself out. Like, I don't really want to watch the show.
Yeah, because they changed it up, right? And now it's just different hosts of the show, right?
Yeah. Like, overall, like throughout the years, or even like, let's say Breakfast Club, Breakfast Club in New York, right? Like it was Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God, and DJ Envy, but now it's someone else, and and what I was used to is like how they started, like they were in a small studio. Now they have like a king's chair, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Right. They have a bigger studio, which they deserve, but what we were used to is them in the little small studio. And then what also, let's say this, what I also noticed about their show is that they always started the same. So it's like, Good Morning USA, and then so that's DJ Envy, and then Charlamagne goes yo, right? And then when it's Wednesday, every Wednesday, right? When you tune in on Wednesday, they're like, guess what day it is? It's Hump Day, right? And then so then they go, Charlamagne the Guy, Angela Yee, we are the Breakfast Club. So it's like the routine of it, right? The routine of it. That's what gets you. That's what allows that's what, like, you start how do you say it? Connecting with it as an audience member. Like, oh man, I can't wait for Wednesday because he's gonna say Hump Day. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So it's like, that's why I like the continuity of it. You know what I'm saying? To just, I guess, give a backstory on that. So it's like every time I start my show, you see the logo and then the intro and then the name of the person, boom, and then we go into the show. Nice. So it's like, it's all like, if you see all like from the first episode to the last episode I dropped this week, It's all the same format. It's exactly the same. Years and years of the same thing.
And do you ever get tired of wearing the suit? Like, fuck, man, I just want to be like in freaking sweats.
No, because it's the uniform. It's the uniform. So it's like, I mean, I love doing it.
Yeah,
I love the show.
Man.
So it's like, so that's why, like, also, like, outside of this, I like wearing jerseys. You know, and that's why we connect with JD. I purposely told my guests, okay, you wear a jersey, and then I'm gonna wear a jersey.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we're just something different. So I'm in a jersey now with Connect with JD.
Oh,
so now that's my uniform for that.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like continuity and uniform. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
like I said, just so we could connect with the people and connect with the audience or whoever's watching. It could just be one person. You know, it could be your fan, and then boom. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know what they're getting. They're getting like I said, the burger with cheese.
Yeah.
That's it. They're not getting something different.
So what pushes you, man, to continue posting like do you post weekly?
Well, like on my stories, I probably post every day, like just on my stories.
Right. But as a full podcast?
A full interview, I probably do it once a month.
Oh, really?
I drop once a month. But
for a while, you were dropping more consistent.
Well, the thing is this. The thing is that I love, so ever since the beginning, right? Since the first episode, I split up my interviews into 4 parts.
Actually, it's funny you say that because I wanted to ask you why that format's
Yeah. So, okay. So let's just say I have an hour of content.
Okay.
Right. Let's just say an hour interview. So I could split that up into 15 minutes each. All right, so it's 15, 15, 15, 15. That's four parts. And the 5th part is the full interview, right? And sometimes, like even let's say with myself, like I'm guilty of it because, you know, sometimes we don't have an hour straight to just sit there and watch. Sometimes we're at work listening, you know, on our break, you know, on our 15-minute break, on our little our lunch break, or we're just listening at our job, at a podcast, right? Or in traffic. But what I'm saying is that when I see like a 2-hour interview, right, and I'm just like, oh man, like I really want to watch this, and let's just say it's like either let's just say Oye No Mas, or let's just say someone who I love to watch, like I don't know, an artist, one of my favorite artists or something, and I'm like, oh, I gotta watch this, but their show is like 3 hours or 2 hours, right? So I just break it down. So I'm like, all right, I'll watch a little bit here, and then I'll come back later on when I have some time. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So I guess I make it easy. Since I'm an audience member of other shows, I also try to make it easier for my audience members to be like, okay, look, I'll give you 15 minutes here. And then tomorrow I'll give you another 15 minutes of, you know what I'm saying? And then I'll give you that 15. So it goes from Monday through Friday. So part 1 on Monday, you know, part 2 Tuesday. And then on Friday, I drop the full one. So it's like you have the ability to either, you know, watch the first part or the full interview at the end of the week.
And did you ever get that idea from somebody else that does it that way? Or?
Yeah, 100%. So I'm a big Vlad fan.
Okay.
Vlad TV, and I've been watching his stuff. I mean, I've been a fan since forever. And I noticed that he also did that, or he still does that, and that's something that I like. That, you know, he'll give you like a 3-minute bit of like his 3-hour interview. You know, and sometimes I still go back and I still watch the full interview. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, I like it. And also, like, some people have asked me, like, hey, can you just drop the full interview? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, nah, first of all, it's my show.
Right.
And then second of all, you know, I'm trying to give my people the burger with cheese. Yeah. They're used to the parts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're used to the parts. I'm not going to adjust to you. You know, I'm not going to change my formatting for you. It's my show.
And usually the full podcast is delivered when on Fridays?
The full podcast, yeah, on Fridays.
Oh, okay.
Usually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It should go Monday through Friday.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So that's a goal. First part Monday, Tuesday,
Wednesday,
and the last on Friday, the full interview.
Full part, yeah. So in a month, I'll drop 1 interview, and it'll be for a whole week. And then like I'll like right now, like I have interviews that I'm editing right now, you know, and I also got interviews lined up already, you know, for like, I don't know, let's just say the next one's next week, you know, next weekend, and yeah, but it's fun.
Yeah. And just for the record, JD's channel right now, to my point of view, it blew up in a sense, right? Because you're up to close to 4,000 already?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it blew up a little bit.
Yeah. So congrats, man.
Well, 4,000, I mean, you know, it's all relative, I guess.
It's a lot, man.
Yeah.
From us starting from ground up, right?
Yes.
And you can't compare it to the big guys out there, right?
Yes.
But from my point of view,
millions and all that.
Yeah, because not too long ago, you weren't even at 1,000.
I wasn't even at 1,000.
Yeah.
But I caught the algorithm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I caught the algorithm.
Yeah.
And got me to 4. So
yeah, and you think it was that Aztec Tribe show?
Shout out Aztec Tribe. They have a major fan base. But at the same time, when the Aztec Tribe hit, okay, so I have, let's just say, if you look at the analytics, I don't know, over 500 videos, right? Yeah. Including shorts and interviews. Plus, I don't just do interviews. Like I sometimes do, like, I don't know, I do how do you say I review like my favorite song or something. I don't know,
on that same channel.
On the same channel.
Okay.
So
so you do mix it up.
I do mix it up 100%. I mix it up. It just depends on on what I'm feeling that day.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And so I have like over 500 videos. Okay. So and when I caught the algorithm, my other videos were being seen as well. You know what I'm saying? So like the shorts started picking up, and that's how like somebody liked, I don't know, a song review that I did or something.
Right.
You know, and then the other interviews started getting played.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yeah. So congrats on getting. First of all, just getting to 1,000. It's a big milestone.
It's hard. Right? Yeah. It's hard.
Now surpassing that and getting to the 4K, man. That's big.
Thanks, man. Yeah. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, sometimes well, the way I look at it is, I'm just a drop in the ocean of the internet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I'm just a drop in the ocean, man. Like I'm not Rogan, I'm not anything, but God is good, and I just love doing it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if one person is watching, because I remember I only had I had two subscribers. It was me and my wife. You know what I'm saying? Nice. So I remember that's how it started. That's how it started, and I'm just thankful for people, who watch my show, and but like I said, I'm just a drop in the ocean.
Isn't that incredible that people are taking their time to watch your show, man? 100. That's crazy, right? 100%. Like even me,
I love watching your show. Yeah.
Thank you, man. Yeah. Thank you. And just even hearing that is just it still seems surreal because at times coworkers have even mentioned, oh yeah, I watched that one episode. Like, what the way you watch it? Like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And I get a little bit embarrassed at times because, like for instance, one of my coworkers, he's like, oh yeah, man, like Christina mentioned that she was watching your show, so we just put it on here in the office. That's what the fuck? That's so awesome. I got a little bit nervous. Well, not nervous, but kind of like, what the fuck? Like, oh shit. Like, it's just I wasn't ready for that, but behind those numbers of views, there's people.
Exactly. Yeah, those are actual people watching your stuff. Do you feel weird talking to people or talking to coworkers about your podcast?
No.
Like, are you open?
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. I'm very, very proud of the podcast. Now there was a period of time that, aside from the podcast, I have my personal channel, right? My vlogging channel, where I've been trying to document as much as possible from my life, just day-to-day things or certain milestones, like for instance the birth of my daughter.
Yes, congratulations again.
Thank you. The gender reveal, things like that, or when I was doing home projects.
Yes.
And one of my first videos, I think at one point I even wanted to do like kind of giving advice to younger guys and maybe giving them little hints of let's say collar stays. Whenever you're wearing a dress shirt, collar stays, if you wear like magnetic ones, it really helps out for the collar to stay like perfect straight down, right? Yes. But it was super, super cringe.
Yeah.
And one of the managers there, which he's my friend, right? He did it on purpose. So like, hey, let's gather up here. Let's watch it. I'm like, fuck. Dang. I just I think for some reason I think he was unable to. Oh no, I think he did put it up, but I was super, super embarrassed. I'm like, fuck. But you know what? Even though I was embarrassed for people to watch it because I knew it was cringe. I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. If I can take this, then let it be. But now, a year later, that same manager that kind of was doing it on purpose to kind of put me on blast, he's all like, hey, man, congrats on what you're doing. That's like, dope. I really like what you're doing. That's dope. That's dope. But that comes with anything in life that you're new to doing things. Yes. Even now, certain podcast episodes that I've done, I'm still super embarrassed by the way that it came out. So I don't even want to look at them no more. I just continue moving forward. Like you said, it's at the end of the day, it's just a drop to freaking a whole ocean of content out there, and even some podcast reels, TikToks that I'm like, you know what, this one I really didn't like the way it came out. But what you don't realize, or something that you should realize, is that people are just freaking scrolling.
Yes.
They watch it, change angel, whatever.
Yes,
next. Stay away. Stay away. Boom. Up to the next.
That's
people
right.
don't care,
That's
man.
Right. They don't care.
People don't care.
Or let's just say that you're highlighted, right? As in like, oh, today Angel did something, so now we're embarrassing him or something. I don't know,
right?
But tomorrow something else is gonna happen.
They move on. Like, people move on. Yeah,
and be like, oh, remember when Angel did that? Whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. But that comes with anything in life, right? And especially on the internet, like we've got some viral posts out there that they take off and they reach the trolls. And I've gotten clowned on. My fiance has gotten clowned on. Some of my guests they take off too, and they they get bullied on the internet, man.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get bullied on being on here. Dang.
Well,
right.
if it goes viral, you never know, right?
Yeah, be like, dang. You know what? Let's speak it into existence. We're gonna go viral.
Yeah. So you just never know, but it comes with the territory, to be honest. So at the end, and this is another key point, right? When I went somewhat viral on one of my posts, and so many people were coming at me, I would see the notifications on my phone, right? This guy's scared to freaking go to Marisco restaurants. This guy's he's scared to get in a fight. This guy X and Y thing, right? Yeah. But then there was other people that agreed with my statements. But what I ended up realizing, in my point of view, I was thinking like, fuck, everybody, all my friends, family, everybody seeing me getting clowned on. So, but I'm like, wait a minute. What I realized is that as soon as I shut off my phone or just kind of put my phone down, it all went away.
Yeah.
I stepped outside. The birds are still chirping,
You blessed.
Yeah.
You're breathing.
Yeah. And what you don't realize, the internet itself, it's a whole different world.
Yeah.
And all of that is fake.
Yeah, it's all fake.
It's all fake.
It's all fake.
Yeah.
So it's all fake. Yeah, man. I mean, that's why like when people ask me like, hey, some advice about your podcast or whatever. I'm like, yeah, dude, just do it. Like, who cares? Like, you're just hurting yourself if you don't drop whatever you think you want to drop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Stop overthinking it.
Who cares?
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I've shared this before on like my podcast. Matter of fact, there's one episode where I just spoke about it recently, and it's about the power of 10, right? Or the power of 10, where it's like the concept of it is, so you get 10 people, right? And you have your hold on, let me explain. My bad. So I read it in a book by Charlemagne the God, the radio host, right? Yeah. And he goes, what is it? 4 people are gonna be your fans. They're gonna like you, right? 3 people are gonna hate you, right? Regardless, no matter what you do, they're gonna hate you. And these final 3, they don't feel anything about you. They care less about you, or like not care less, but like they don't have an opinion. So you should pay attention to the people who like you, and then draw these people in with you. So you'll have 7 out of the 10, or 7 out of 10.
Yeah, like making the most out of it, right?
Yeah. Because there's gonna be people who don't like you for any reason. They'll be like, oh, I don't like. So I don't like the blue, the font, anything. And
but at the end of the day, whether they like you or not, they're still watching.
Okay. Oh, but let's just say they don't watch or whatever, but they just hate you. You know what I'm saying? But you're never gonna have them on your side, and that's okay. Don't focus on them. Yeah. Focus on the people who do like you, who support you. And I support you. I love watching your show. And who cares about the haters?
Yeah, thank you.
Don't focus on that.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's what I tell the other people, like little kids, little teenagers who like ask me, hey, how can I do this, or I'm embarrassed to do this. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like people are gonna talk about you regardless, whether you do it or not.
Yeah. Is there a quote or an advice that you received that has helped you throughout your whole life? By any chance?
Oh, that's a good one. Well, I mean, I keep throwing. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I live by, I guess you could say. But like, even stuff of like what we just mentioned, how count the days, or make the day count. You know what I'm saying? Don't count the days, make the day count, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, there's a lot of good quotes there, you know, Bible verses or whatever, you know, that just like, you know, allow me to just keep going. But yeah, I mean, from top of my head, obviously, you know, I'm on the spot, so it's like, you know, everything just goes out the window. Right. Just like, but yeah, 100%. But okay. not at this moment. I can't share.
Yeah, I can't. No worries. So one of the main reasons why I wanted to have you on was actually, I think it was. Sorry, Daniel just sent me a message. But one of the main reasons why I wanted to have you on, and I realized what type of person you were, at least from the interaction we had through DMs. Was because I got a very positive vibe from you, and just speaking with you right now, it just confirms that, right? But I think I sent a message to you, something along the lines, kind of reflecting that doing a podcast, having a show, it's not easy, right? Mm-hmm. But you took it in the sense that you probably thought I was feeling a little bit down. But the words you shared with me were very, very nice of you. And I was like, man, that shows what type of person you are.
No doubt.
And you said something along the lines like, hey, man, the world needs Hoy No Mas. And like the little things like 100%. That. And even though I wasn't even feeling down, but just getting and receiving those words from you, it really, really helped me, man.
No doubt, man. No doubt. Thank you for saying that. And you're welcome, you know. But no, we always got to, that's the thing. Like, we you know, how do you say it? In this world, right? In this world that, you know, chaos can happen, you know, and negativity exists, you know, sometimes just a positive word could be what someone needs, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like the same energy as you hating somebody, you know, it's the same energy that you could love somebody, you know what I'm saying? And it's so easy to hate, you know what I'm saying? But you know, it sucks that like it's that we never get the love, you know what I'm saying, from just ourselves, you know what I'm saying, from human beings, you know what I'm saying? If we could all just love each other, you know, obviously that's just me being, you know, how do you say it, optimistic about things, you know what I'm saying? But why live negative, and why spit bitterness and hatred towards other people, to your fellow human being? Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do that? Like, you never know what someone's going through, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, at least just say something positive.
It's funny that you say that, right? Because right now you say that, I think I've heard it once, but at times when you're walking by a complete stranger down the sidewalk or whatnot, at times you don't even acknowledge that person. Mm-hmm. But with what you said right now, it's that's a fellow human being that they're sharing maybe similar struggles as yourself. Right. And you never know what that person is going through. And, oh man, I just wish there was more positivity in this world, because they're facing the same struggles at times. They have ups and downs. Mm-hmm. And
even worse. Like there's stuff like there's all over the world, literally all over. That's why I tell my baby, you know, she's 7, and fortunately, you know, I'm able to, or look, she has a lovely family, you know what I'm saying? Like my wife's family, man, I love them to death. Like these people are just like angels on earth, you know what I'm saying? And I just love them to death, right? And you know, my wife, my baby, she's also raised on my mostly on my wife's side.
Yeah.
And okay, well, the point is that my baby, she's spoiled, right? Well, she's blessed, right? We don't spoil her like she's rotten, you know what I'm saying? Like, but like I humble her by telling her, hey, baby, look, when I was in these countries over here, in these third world countries, you know, when I was traveling the world or whatnot, you know, some little kids like yourself didn't even have toothpaste. So I'm like, appreciate that you could brush your teeth every day. You know what I'm saying? Or like, you know, these kids didn't have, you know, weren't able to go to Disneyland or something like that. So it's like, just appreciate what you have. Like I humble her to the point where I say, look, you're blessed. So, but at the same time, be humble. You know what I'm saying? Because when all of a sudden you start acting like, you know, your stuff don't stink, you know, that's when the pride happens. And then, you know, you just become a bad person. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? When you don't appreciate your blessings. I mean, just the number one blessing is, hey, first of all, we alive. You know what I'm saying? We're alive and we're blessed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like I said, but if you have more than just your air in your lungs, you know because some people wake up with less than that, or is with just that air in your lungs, and it's just like, either broke, poor, or something, whatever. And it's like I acknowledge that, and I allow my baby to at least see that as well, because we don't know, like all over the world, like we might just be talking about right here, right? I know you did a podcast on let's say the homeless people here in San Diego. Yeah. Okay, 100%. That's an issue here in our first world country. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But that could be the reality. That reality is way better than like someone in a third world country.
Big time.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like, it's all perspective, and it's like you never know what someone's going through. You know what I'm saying? So let's just share the positivity and spread positivity. And matter of fact, okay, can I also share that?
Yeah.
Okay. So Drinks with JD is a show on my YouTube, right? But the company that Drinks with JD is a part of is Planet SON Film Productions, right? So go find me on YouTube at Planet SON Film Productions, right? And my thing is that, what, like people say, well, what is Planet SON, right? And well, Planet SON is an acronym, right, for Planet 619, right? And for me I traveled the world for like 10 years, right? And when I
traveling, how?
I was in the military.
Okay.
Yeah, and I lived overseas for 10 years, right? Or 7 years, but I was just away from San Diego for 10, right? Because I also did 3 years stateside. So as I was traveling, I missed home. You know what I'm saying? I missed home, and no matter where I was in the world, no matter if I'm in Tokyo or in Paris, no matter where I'm at in the world, I always say San Diego's the most perfect city in the world. You know what I'm saying? And yes, like I know where I grew up. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in Golden Hill in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? In Southern California, and it's like, yeah, you could see that. You could highlight some negative aspects of San Diego. However, the way I see it is something beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And so Planet 619 is basically, I made up my own planet, and it's just all the positivity from San Diego, and we put it on one planet. That's what Planet SON means. So it's just basically no hate, no bad stuff, no negativity on my planet. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the way I want to live. I want to live with nothing but positivity. And in my reality, obviously Planet SON doesn't exist. That's something fictitious, but in my reality, I don't like negativity around me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you're a negative person, all right, yeah, God bless you. You know what I'm saying? But you need to go heal. Go heal before you come over here and try to dump your destruction on me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm also following my healing as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm growing because I'm not a perfect person at all, but I don't like to spread negativity. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, I don't like living in negativity in real life as well. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
But yeah, I guess I kind of went that route just to promote Planet SON Film Productions on YouTube. Holla at your boy.
Yeah. Well, what's been the biggest struggles with having your own podcast and your show? Well, you think it's the editing or having guests, or?
You know what? Editing is my favorite part, man.
Yeah?
Editing is my favorite part. I love it.
How long does it take you to edit a show, approximately?
Let's say a part. It's because, like, I have different cameras, so it's different, as you know, different chips, so you layer the angles. My bad.
No, you're good.
You layer the angles, and you also add the audio, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you have to chop it up however you want it, and obviously, you got to add the logo, the everything.
Right.
But I don't know, let's just say a 15-minute, if I actually stay there, I don't procrastinate or something like that, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, I could do it in like, just because I'm very picky. I'm very, very picky on like my shots.
And the reason why I asked, there was times when it took me 3 days to produce just one podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, the hour.
But
long.
You do it the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So even 3 days. Why?
Yeah.
Because my old computer was taking forever for it to export. And just it was lagging, things like that, right?
Yeah.
So it would take me 3 days. Now I'll tell you right now when we're done.
Yeah.
Or when you finish, tell me yours. How long it takes me now, but so approximately for yours, let's say because you split it up.
Yeah,
right?
Let's say 15 minutes. All right, 15 minutes probably take me a couple hours.
Really?
Just because I'm very picky. I'm very picky on like, okay, maybe I want to do this, but it's just me. And then I rewatched the 15 minutes over and over again.
Shit.
And I'm just like, all right, you know, if I'm an audience member, if I'm the world, you know, it's like, you know, how would I like enjoy this?
I used
shot?
to be like that, but I stopped.
Okay.
So now, and I'll give you my point of view, and this is this might be something that you can take.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe, who knows, right? Yeah. Everybody has their own preference.
Yeah, we can all learn every day.
So what I do, okay, so for the whole podcast, how long would you say?
All right, let's just say, I don't know, 8 hours. Maybe. Dang. But like different days, obviously.
Right. You split it up like an hour.
I'll probably spend an hour here or there.
Right.
You know,
so with my current the way that I do it, what I do, and I have 3 cameras right now, right? So I got it from 3 days. Now currently, let's say as soon as we stop recording, if I go into uploading everything to the computer, whatnot, it'll take me an hour and a half podcast, about 30 minutes to edit the whole thing.
That's amazing. And you use the AI?
Yeah, the Autopod, right? Okay. So now, it took me a while for me to even get to that point for the same reason that you were saying, right? I would be editing. I would be rewatching. If there was a little thing that I did, maybe the way I looked, the way I laughed, the way...
Or just a sound.
Or if, let's say, the person said something, right?
Yes.
And I wanted if I wanted like, the camera
you see what you just did?
Yeah.
That?
Yeah.
I don't like when I do that on camera.
Oh, so really?
You never hear that on my show. But I do it.
Oh, okay.
Like, but it's just something that it's just a reaction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're just speaking, but like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, really? You don't like that?
So I'm like, nah, this ain't how I delete it.
No, you know what?
I'm very picky.
Yeah. But it's crazy. And that's funny you say that. I like that you're sharing that because it's fascinating just to get to the other person's mindset and the way they see and have their perspective, right?
Yeah.
For me, I leave all those things because you get to see the rawness and the organic. It took me a while to get there because I would edit, rewatch it. As I'm watching, I'm taking notes of like, I'm gonna make this clip and this clip, right? So it was taking me still a while, even with the Autopod, right? I would still rewatch it. Now what I do, I got to this point, and this is because I was watching this other podcast. It's called Don't Be Sour from Max Tuning, and he got to a point that he said, "Hey, I'm not going to edit this out." So he told his guest something like that. He's like, I don't watch him. I just upload him. And it got me thinking. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to implement that for my own show. So what I do is as soon as we're done here, I upload it. I upload the footage. And right now you mentioned about the SD cards.
Yes.
I don't have SD cards on the cameras.
Okay. But do you, what I'm saying is, do you layer that's what I'm saying. So overall, if you like, it's not the SD card thing. Is what I'm saying is the layering of everything you have to edit.
So just and this might be something that you might want to get into, but everything is being recorded into one SD drive.
That's right.
So I don't have SD cards. I used to. Actually, I used to have remote controls.
Yes. I remember that. Yeah.
Shit.
No. Like I said, man, I'm a fan of your show, so I love your growth. I love it.
Thanks, man.
And I'm happy to be here. Like I just said when I walked in, I'm like, man, this is goals.
Oh, you know
what I'm saying? It's goals, man.
Thank you, man.
It's awesome. Like I love the AC and everything. Like
I
don't have AC in the third room.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
You know what? I think I spent like a good $20,000 on this.
Yeah. And it's worth it.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
And I mean, it was in parts, right? Not everything, but like if I made the math from the material, because we built this ground up, electric, and then the AC, then the insulation,
and then you just keep learning and learning to get better.
Right.
You know, it's funny. Like I like comic books and all, or I like superheroes and all that.
Yeah.
How like Iron Man, like if you watch the first Iron Man movie all the way to the end game, you can see how Tony Stark's, how he adapts to everything that happens to him. So like let's say Captain America hits him in a certain way, and it's like, okay, for the next movie you see that will never happen again because he adapted his suit to that. So like so you're Iron Man, you know what I'm saying? You're just like, you started off in a cave in Afghanistan, you know, building welding your first thing, and then welding your first suit, and then all of a sudden you know you got what is it, a vibranium suit. He doesn't. But yeah, so it's cool, man. I love the growth, and that's how it should be. You know what I'm saying? We learn as we go. Because did you go to school for this?
No.
Exactly. So you're learning as you go, and you're just getting better and better. And me as an audience member, I could see you.
Thank you, man.
You know Thank you. And I could also learn from you as well.
Yeah. And that's the only reason why I'm sharing that, because and shout out, that came from that piece of equipment. I learned that from Danny Flores. He has a very, very big YouTube channel. He has like 89,000.
What's it called?
I think it's called the Flores Report. Okay. So he reports on a lot of like influencer news. Like, let's say if anything is trending or topics, he'll react to it. And I had him on the podcast remotely. But we were just kind of like going back and forth, just talking about our setups, and because I'm a big fan of people's setups, I like to see what's behind them, what they're doing, their mics.
Well, when you come on my show, you'll see how I be doing my stuff.
Yeah, definitely, and that's something that I look forward to. Like, okay, they have their cameras there. Like, even I used to have a bunch of tripods, and it was just like I have a small area here, so I ended up mounting all the cameras on the wall. These lights, I just mounted them, I think, like a week ago. And if not, they would be here on the floor. And it's just, I try to upgrade my setup, my studio to the best of my ability.
No doubt.
Like I said earlier, I want to get eventually, I think I'm going to remove
get the TV.
Yeah, and get the TV.
Well, also what I did notice is something that's different from on my podcast is that my wife is my director. So she's behind the camera on every single episode.
And then what is she doing behind cameras?
Yeah, so her director job is making sure that all angles are good. Yeah, mics are correct. That I look good. You know what I'm saying? My guest looks good. Because we have, mind you, we'll keep talking about the format.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like we do takes. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, like I have everything set up. I have like, I don't want to say it's scripted because the answer's not scripted, but the questions, like, I dive into my guests. Like, I'm a fan of my guests before they come on. You know what I'm saying? So I dive in hard on them, and I know them, and as a fan, I'm asking questions. Like, I'm like, I'm so happy. Like, oh my God. So what about this? What about that? But it's all scripted out for myself. Like, because there's questions as a fan that I want to know about them. So what I'm saying is, like, there's behind the scenes that my wife controls, that she's in control of, and because, like I said, there's format. It's a step by step of how to get through a Drinks with JD episode. You know what I'm saying? But when you come on, you'll know.
Yeah.
How we do it.
I'm curious. Not that your wife has to watch this whole episode, right? But I'm curious to see her reaction from what you tell her, like, oh, he has this instead of this, or he does
what
this.
Like, me going back.
Yeah, and sharing.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh yeah,
I already shared. Yeah, like, how much? Like, let's say when you know how you shared how you were building this on your Instagram. I was like, look, babe, this is pretty cool because, mind you, we've been thinking about, our goals is also like a warehouse. You know what I'm saying? All, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have similar goals as podcasters.
Gotcha,
you know what I'm saying? So it's also like, we've thought about, like, like we've actually gone to, like, let's say Home Depot to try to get like a mini house for the backyard, for the big backyard, and it's just like, or should we build, or should we, do this or do this, you know what I'm saying? So when I was showing her your reel of how you did this, how you built your in your backyard, she was, oh, that's pretty cool, stuff like that. So yeah. Obviously, I'm learning, and then I'm gonna, throw it back, like, hey, what do you think about this, babe?
Yeah, because before I used to struggle. Also, the same thing with the camera angles and things like that, but now I got to the point that I have that monitor, right, that I'm able to see all the different angles and stuff like that. So, but shout out to Danny Flores. He mentioned that because he's like, oh man, let me put you up to game, and that way you don't even use SD cards, your cameras won't die. And like now I've gone up to like 2 hours with no SD cards. As a matter of fact, right now what I realized when I was turning on the cameras, I think I left that one on, so I never turned it off.
Wait, which one?
Okay,
yeah,
it was still running.
Since the last time.
Oh shit! But it's still running.
No doubt.
But that's something that it comes with just doing the thing rather than like actually studying for it, because I'm a strong believer that there's no better school or teaching than actually putting yourself in that situation and learning as you go.
Exactly. Right? Yeah. But still go to school, get your degrees. You know what I'm saying?
I think who was I telling this to? I don't know if I was telling Cello, but I think for me, as of right now, at this current time, my mindset might change, right? But if my daughter at one point, she doesn't have a career in mind, like being a doctor, being a lawyer, and doesn't require her to actually go get a degree for that career, hey, just do your high school thing, just passing grades, obviously try to perform your best, try to be the best always, but I'm not going to force college because I'm not a strong believer in the school system.
No doubt.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
That's my point of view.
No doubt. Yeah. No. Well, my daughters, both my wife and I have master's degrees. So,
no way.
So both my daughters have to at least get a bachelor's. At least that's what's for me.
Yeah?
At least get a bachelor's. At least
Sure.
You don't have to get your master's, but just because it's like if your parents got masters, hey baby, you gotta get. That's me.
No, that's crazy. Yeah. I'm glad you bring that up because it's the total opposite from my belief, right? Yeah. That's cool.
It's like no, baby, you gotta go.
So the reason why
and then you can do whatever you want. Like study something good, but then after that, do whatever you want.
Okay, this is my thought process when it comes down to that. For me, my experience with friends and other family members that have gone to a university, to a college, I feel like it's backtracked them, to be honest, right? Because
what do they study?
You know what? I think I would have to get back to you when it comes down to that. I think, let's say, I'm just gonna throw one that I know. I think it was like criminal justice or something along those lines, right? But what I realized, and then another one, marketing. And what I realized is that you graduate from high school, then you go to college or university, and then you're going to school. Not only are you building your debt, right? But at the same time, once you graduate, a lot of these people, what they're having to face is that, oh, shoot, they don't have a lot of street skill or knowledge. And now they're backtracked that they have this expense of having to pay back school. And now they're 4 years or 5 years, whatever the time is for them to graduate, that they're just kind of starting their life because the school took up a lot of their time. That maybe they were just working a part-time job or just purely going to school. In comparison to me, that, and not putting myself in a pedestal, but my experience after high school, I went directly to work and I was able to get my house at 23. I was able to focus on my hobbies of having a podcast. Not that I'm generating money out of it, at least not now. But the thing is that I have a pretty good career. I bought my house at 23 when a lot of these people, they're barely starting that process as of now because the school system set them back. And most of the time, a lot of these people don't even have a job in that field.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's why I'm against it.
No doubt. Well, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah.
What's your thoughts when it comes down to that?
Well, okay, let's say for me, right? You know how I just mentioned I was in the military, right?
Yeah.
So when I joined the military, I was 18 years old with a high school diploma, right?
Yeah.
And when I got out, I did 10 years. So I got out 28 years old with a master's degree. So,
damn.
So, so it's like I traveled the world, I deployed, then I was working full-time job in the military, active duty, and I still went to school. So it's like, we can all do it, if we want to. Certain circumstances in life, but it just depends on whether you want it or not.
Yeah.
What do you want? I always wanted to, let's say I still haven't reached my goal. I want to get my doctorate. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that. It's like,
shoes.
So you know what I'm saying? So it's like I still got another goal. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, it's like if I did, like I said, 18 years old with a high school diploma, and then I did active duty 10 years with 4 deployments, traveled the world, and I still got a master's degree with high GPA. It's like, well, that's just from my own strength. You know what I'm saying? From my own will, my own motivation. It's not like I had a gun to my head saying, hey, you have to get your degree. So that's just me. My opinion is just, if whatever you want to go chase, that's what you got to go chase. I'm not pushing a master's degree or doctorate on anybody. I am going to push a bachelor's degree on my daughters because it's like, if both your parents got a master's, baby, no, you got to get a bachelor's at least.
Sure.
But that's just me. And but however you want to live your life, that's how you want to live your life.
But why that? Why Because have you ran into that experience that people go to school and they end up working something not even correlating to their degree?
No doubt. Well, okay, let's I guess go back to like my daughter's stuff. Okay, let's say my degrees. My degrees are in business, right? I have an MBA, so it's master's in business administration, and it's business. You know what I'm saying? It's business. Everything's a business. You know, from podcasting to El Paletero outside or something. You know what I'm saying? It's just like everything's business, and it's like, well, what degrees are you chasing? You know what I'm saying? Like my degree wasn't in the medical field, and my degree wasn't in the arts. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you're gonna go to school, at least make sure that you're doing that to also get paid. You know what I'm saying? So to get paid from what you just learned. You know?
What you invested for.
Yeah, and it's just like if you go to school for, I don't know, I'm just gonna throw something out there like basket weaving or something. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe have a business degree so you could learn how to weave baskets. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just the basket weaving. So let's just say you're in that field and you're just like, I don't really like this. You know, but you just spent 4 years and then you're in debt. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, well, you could have just learned business. Yeah. And then let's say you don't like weaving baskets, but let's say you want to do, I don't know, like weave something else. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Or completely do something, but at least you have that business background to like, to just go around and do something else. Yeah. But no, I mean, I guess to answer your question, it's just like, go to school for something that like, you'll make money in, or at least get some good money. You know what I'm saying?
And what do you say to like, and this is just me playing devil's advocate, right? Rather than going to school, why not start a business? That way you can have a earlier start.
Well, I mean, Bill Gates doesn't have a degree. So it's like, no, you don't need a degree to be successful. I'm not saying that at all. Yeah. I'm not saying that at all. I got my degrees because, I wanted to achieve that goal. Yeah. I don't need a doctorate. I don't need it. You know what I'm saying? But I want to achieve that goal. I want to take on that challenge.
So now let me kind of flip it in that. Let's say your daughters don't want to pursue that.
No, I'm going to push that.
But let's say they don't want to, but they're like, you know what? Yeah. Hey, I really want to learn this without having to go to school.
They could. What did Daddy do? Daddy just served 10 years active duty, 4 deployments. You know what I'm saying? I went all over the world. I traveled all over the world, and I got high GPA on my master's degree. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, look, if I could do that. Baby girl, you my blood. You just give me 4 years, and you can do whatever you want. But you can also have your full-time job, just the way I did, and go to school. You know what I'm saying? Full time, go to school. I guess for me, it's very important for my daughters to at least have a bachelor's degree. At least. Yeah. At least for me, I'm not pushing it on anybody. Like I said, Bill Gates doesn't have a degree. Yeah. Bill Gates doesn't have a degree, so you don't have to be. I know people right now, multi-millionaires without an associate's degree. Right. You know what I'm saying? I know them, and I'm not saying that a degree will make you rich. But I'm just saying, don't waste your time learning something, getting into debt for nothing. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. If you're gonna chase something, go chase it, but let it at least benefit you. Right. But that's all I'm saying.
Right. Yeah. But for your own point of view, for your family, hey, I did it.
My daughters have to get at least a bachelor's degree. At least. Shit. That's the minimum. That's the minimum. It's like, all right, go do what you want. But the minimum. Don't wait, and also don't waste your time. Go chase something real. Like in the science, in the the business, stuff like that.
That's funny, like because I'm the total opposite to that. Okay. And I mean, everybody has their own point of view, right? Yeah. But the total opposite for me is just like in my point of view, right? Yeah. If you're not pursuing something that you actually needed. Yeah. Don't waste your time doing that. My point of view, right? It's just like I'll rather you. If you want to learn about marketing, freaking start working on it.
And you could do it. You could do it. No, everything is possible. Yeah. You go YouTube University. Yeah. You can learn everything. Yeah. That's the way the world is now. And that's cool. Yeah. That's cool. And that's possible. Yeah. Like I said, there's a lot of successful people. But I guess to each their own, I guess.
So with you knowing that you still want your daughters to do that because as a goal for them. Mm-hmm. And would it be kind of like because of a backup plan? Or is just a goal that if I did it, you can do it too?
Because overall, I know that a degree only benefited me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it only benefited me. You know what I'm saying?
In what way?
In a lot of ways. And like getting paid, you know what I'm saying? Owning a home, you know what I'm saying? Being able to like, have certain things in society overall. Like whenever like I put a master's degree on an application or on my resume, and they see my resume, they'd be like, "Oh, you have a master's degree? Yeah. Oh, okay. Boom. Here, let me offer you this." You know what I'm saying? And it's like, "All right, cool."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't get lowballed. Like, or at least there's like some respect on my name because of the master MBA holds some weight.
Right now that you're saying that, and I don't think any of my coworkers really watch it, but if they do, I'm just speaking the truth, right? Yeah. So there's coworkers where I work at, they have degrees. They're in the same department as me. I don't have a degree, right? But I'm in the same playing field, making the same, if not a little bit more than some. Okay. Right? So
is it because of experience?
Experience.
Okay. So how long you been at your job?
16 years.
Okay. That's amazing.
Different positions, right?
Yeah.
But
but you keep growing.
Yeah. But to that point, it's like I just feel that no matter what, a work ethic is still gonna outdo any degree, any certificate, or anything. That's always been my mindset.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, no, and that's cool. No. I mean, there's dumb people with degrees, and there's smart people without degrees. You know what I'm saying?
There is.
Like I said, Bill Gates has no. He doesn't have a degree.
Yeah.
So it's like I met some people like. You know what I'm saying? Like, but what I'm saying for me, what I'm saying is that it allows me to get paid fairly.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? For my time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Of my time being there, being away from my house, being away from my family. All right, I'm gonna spend time in this building. Yeah. And I get paid fairly for my degree. So what I'm saying is like for my daughters, I just want them to at least walk into an office with their resume and be like, okay, you have a degree. Okay, yes, we do have this 10-year person at the same position. You coming in with your degree. Here's more money than them. You know what I'm saying? And you guys do the same exact thing. And that's what's happened to me as well. It's like, and also like even being in the military, how like, you could be 18 years old with the high school diploma, and you could also be 20, or you could be 22 enlisted with the high school diploma, and you could be 22 with a bachelor's degree, right? And you could be a leader. You could be a lieutenant, get paid way more than, an E1 who's 22 as well. You know what I'm saying? So regardless, what I'm saying is just at least get paid for the time that you're away from your house. You know what I'm saying? Like we all got to work. Yeah. So at least get paid more than. At least give them an excuse to get paid more. You know what I'm saying? It's like
it's just at the end of the day, it's just having something that is going to back you up and speak for what you did and what you accomplished. Exactly. And they accomplished this, so I deserve more. Right?
Yeah. It's never hurt me. I can tell you that. Yeah. It's never a master's degree has never hurt me.
Right.
So and I mean I learned it was challenging or whatever, but also like I said, and technically doctorates, unless like let's say you have a medical degree or something, like to be a doctor for a medical doctor, that's something different. But to chase your doctorate in a certain field, like I had to get a DBA because I got my business degrees, so it's a doctorate in business administration. So but what I'm saying is like I don't have to get it to do my job. You know what I'm saying? It's just a challenge that I want to take. I guess you could say. Yeah. But whatever. I mean, it's not for everybody. And that's okay.
I just wanted to get your perspective because just to see other people's mindset, right? Because it's weird that we have total opposites, right? But it makes sense to what you said, right? Because at times I have seen certain job openings that do require a bachelor's or whatever, a degree. But I've also seen that certain job requirements do require that. But when certain people don't meet those requirements, they'll change the job opening or listing and they'll remove that. So this person that has the skill set is able to get that job opening as well. So that's why that's the only reason why I bring that up.
Yeah. Now I'm with you. I mean, but overall, the conclusion to all this is that you don't need a degree to be successful. Bill Gates doesn't have a degree. You know what I'm saying? But also, it also doesn't hurt.
So
you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, oh, I got a master's degree, I'm smarter than you or some BS. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, it's just my opinion. I mean, I did it. So my daughters will do it too. You know
I like that.
You know?
Did you? I know you brought the tinfoil.
Yes.
Is there a specific
Yeah, because let's break it down. Let's
do it.
So Angel was asking me, you know, like what concepts or what topics we should talk about, and I was like, oh, what about conspiracies? I like conspiracies, and I was like, but to be fair, because right now I'm in my JD uniform, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, well, let me take off my hat, and then let's put tinfoil hats on. So yeah, at least we have an excuse of why we talking crazy. He doesn't like what he believes that, like, what? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So that's why I brought the tinfoil, the aluminum foil, so we can, we can put our hats.
Is there? Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
So why?
Wait. So no hats, no tinfoil hats. Angel don't want to play. Angel don't, whatever, man. I brought the hats. He don't want to play. He wants to be boring. Okay, all right.
No,
man, this podcast sucks, man.
No, you can put it on.
Nah, whatever. Nah. You can put it on. No. If we, no. I'm not gonna beg him.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
All right.
What got you into conspiracies?
Oh man, the world, living life. Can you put like sound effects when I say that? Living life.
Yeah. So what about living life?
No. Who are we? What's the meaning of life?
Did that really get you thinking?
No. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've always been a conspiracy theorist because it's like I connect dots and just like, but it's because, okay, you know how we're talking about optimism, right? And be positive and all that stuff. Well, so I don't walk around thinking that the world is just butterflies and sunshine. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's just that I like to see the positive in people. You know what I'm saying? The positive things in the world. I would rather see that than the demons that they listen to. You know what I'm saying? Because we're all human beings, and I believe, if I believe in God, I believe that there's a spiritual realm out there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So by saying that, it's like, okay, I believe that what we see, our reality is real. You know what I'm saying? I guess you could say, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then and we also have a realm, a spiritual realm. And those demons that live in those realms, they've been knowing us since the beginning of time, since the Garden of Eden, right? So they understand our bloodline and how our bloodline has fallen. You know what I'm saying? How like God has been here, and also the devil has been here as well. And like, I don't know who my great grandpa was, but God and the devil do. You know what I'm saying? And the devil, he's tempted my great grandpa to like fall. They're like, okay, now his lineage. He's like, this is how I make them fall. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because the devil was just here to, lie and destroy. You know what I'm saying? And came to kill you. So it's like God already has these blessings set up for you. You know what I'm saying? You just got to keep moving forward in a positive way to reach those blessings. However, the devil's just trying to deter you or completely destroy that. You know what I'm saying? From you reaching that. You know what I'm saying? To like by tempting you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? By tempting you and like just trying to lower your morale as you're living in this world. And for you not to fulfill your purpose. Right. So what I'm saying is this. All right, I kind of went a little bit longer, but because I know there's some time. I don't know. I don't know if your wife wants to kick us out. Or anything.
You're good. You're good.
All right. So what I'm saying is like, some people listen to their demons more than other people. You know what I'm saying? Like me, like I said, I'm not a perfect man by any means. I'm not a perfect man. And I have flaws, right? But can you compare that to like, let's say, I don't know. I'm just gonna throw it. Let's say a terrorist or something. You know what I'm saying? Who's like kids and like, you know what I'm saying? Like women and stuff like that. Like, can you, like what makes a person do that? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Is it are those the demons that they listen to? Not like they're actually here, but what I'm saying is like your conscience. Yeah. How like you listen to the bad side of like the good, the angel and the devil. You know what I'm saying? It's like, who are you going to listen to today? Because you could, at any moment, you could end up in jail for any any action that you take. Right now, like you could hurt me right now. Yeah. Or you could kill me at this moment. Like I don't know what you listen to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like every person it's like you either listen to the good side or the bad side.
Yeah, but how can you tie that back to conspiracy?
Okay, so it goes back to the evil that men do, right? So from let's say from what we get to the Bible, obviously Christians are not perfect. That's why we need to be in church. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because like it's like I was whatever, like the whole thing of there's a lot of hypocrites and imperfect people in church. That's right, because that's where we need to be. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you don't go to the hospital when you're feeling well. You go to the hospital when you're sick. So it's like we're sick spiritually, so we gotta go to church. So okay, what I'm saying is
I
this.
Like
you know what I'm saying? That's okay, yeah. You judging Christians? You're right, because we're not perfect at all. Yeah. But what I'm saying is like there's some people who really dive into like the bad side. They dive into it like that's their lineage. That's like their father taught them this. You know, all this stuff. So these people who like that's their moral compass, you know what I'm saying, of let's just say just put a physical thing, like let's say the Taliban or something. I don't know, just because we're Americans, so we're on the good side, I guess. But like they want to kill us and they hate us through generations, you know what I'm saying? So they build up an organization and they come into power and then they hurt us by, I don't know, Twin Towers or whatever, right? So what I'm saying is like, okay, so there's also Americans who listen to the bad side and like in politics and like, you know, who help shape the world, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like the evil that men do. So you could say that, I don't know, I'm just throwing it out there, I'm not political at all, but what I'm saying is like, let's just say a president is like he's just an evil man, you know what I'm saying? And he wants to destroy the world, and that's possible because many times men have tried to destroy the world. Like you can even say Hitler. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell was he listening to? Like what demons were he listening to? Was like, dude, what were you going through where you want to kill 4 million people? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, or like Genghis Khan, or, you know, so many people in history of like, you know, that harm other people. Like, why can't everybody just be positive? That what we were talking about, spread positivity, be happy, be whatever. But evil out there exists. So what I'm saying is like the conspiracies are directly tied with the actions of what evil men do, because they're the ones putting the bad stuff together. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Like doing the schemes, doing the secret stuff of like trying to harm you. Okay. And that's how conspiracy, like trying to keep secrets. You know, it's like, oh, you know, like, okay, let's just say that. Let me throw a conspiracy out there. Okay. Right. Okay, where's my tinfoil hat? Whatever. He don't want to have fun. You know? He don't want to have fun. Whatever, man. I bought it for nothing. Whatever. Okay. The moon landing. Okay. Right? Yeah. So the moon landing, it's like, is that even real? But what I'm saying is bad people could be organized to keep secrets, to be secretive and like harm and also shape history. You know what I'm saying? Bad people could do that, could lie. It's bad to lie. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But why are you lying? Why are you doing it? So what I'm saying is like, okay, I'm just a spectator. Right. I'm not in it, but a group of people could influence history. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but who are you listening to, that spiritual realm? Like, who in the spiritual realm are you listening to that's making you lie to the world? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's what I'm saying. Conspiracies and the spiritual realm go together. So in your point of view, do you feel like we landed in the moon or no? Man, okay, can we establish that we're wearing our hats right now? our imaginary hats. Okay, all right, let's dive in. Let's dive in. Yeah. The moon doesn't exist. No, I'm just saying. Do you believe in it? It's made out of cheese. The moon is made. No. Well, a lot of people say that the moon it's an actual. Fuck, how do they say it? It's a base. Okay. It's a base. That's tight. That's what they say. That's cool. Because they say that the moon within itself, it's artificial and it shouldn't be there in the first place. Oh, wow. It doesn't make sense how the universe is set up, like it shouldn't be there. That's right. So yeah, sort of like when you look up in the sky, right? Your whole life, right? We're both 36, right? Yeah. Your whole life. You look into the sky and you see the Big Dipper. And it's just like, why is it always there? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is it always right there? Aren't stars always moving? Yeah. And so you're just like why aren't they moving? Why have they been there for 36 years that we've been alive? But they've been there since forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, but mind you, we just talking. We just we're just throwing stuff out there. Yeah. Okay, so here's my thing with the moon landing. Okay. So what was it? 1960s. Right, when President Kennedy said, by the end of the century, or by the end of the decade, we're gonna be on the moon, right? So then boom, he gets killed, right? But anyway, no. Anyway, he didn't. Whatever. So in 1969, right, we finally land on the moon. Right, we got Neil Armstrong up there, Buzz Aldrin. One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Boom, right? They're both on there. Okay, so who directed it? What is it? What's his name? Gary Kubiak, or the director from the Hollywood director that did that? I don't know if that's Kubiak. I know that's his last name. I don't know if it's Gary. That's probably the NFL coach, but the Kubiak guy anyway. Okay. Whatever, right? We land on the moon, and we have certain, as 1969 passes, we have different shuttles going up to space, whatever. Okay, so I think in the 90s, in the 90s or in the early 2000s, they stopped funding NASA. The president, right? Congress, they stopped funding NASA, and there weren't as many shuttles going up there. Okay, whatever. So I think President Obama, he was like, you know what? Whatever. Like I think Bush or Obama was like, "Yo, we're not funding you guys anymore. NASA's like, we're not going to space anymore. Chill out."
Yeah.
So, mind you, the federal government isn't giving NASA money, right, to go to the moon or go do space stuff. So then we have this billionaire, right? This billionaire, and he goes, "Yo, what's up? My name is Elon Musk, and I have a lot of money, and I have a space company. So, I'm not a terrorist, right? And what's up, NASA? Like, I have all the money, and I have all the toys and all the tools to get us up there. All you have is the math and the science. Can you help me out? Because you guys aren't getting any more money. Like, I have all the money. Like, we could do something, a partnership, something. I'll give you the money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then NASA goes, Oh, you want our math and our science that made us go up to the moon and land a couple people on the moon? Yeah. Oh, yeah, we destroyed it. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, we destroyed the math and the science that allowed us to reach the moon. Yeah. So Elon Musk is like, wait, so I have to figure it out myself when you guys learned how to do it in 1969? And then that's just like, it raises a flag. Like, wait. What do you mean? Like, the math.
Yeah.
The science of how to get us to the moon. Literally, we all saw it on film. Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong jumping around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that was in 1969.
Yeah.
1969. But you're talking about right now, Elon Musk is still trying. He still hasn't reached the moon, and he's so rich with the actual tools. He does the space shuttle, or he does he throws stuff in space all the time.
Yeah. So Elon Musk, he's never landed in the moon.
He's never landed on the moon. But what I'm saying, he's never put a man on the moon just the way our federal government did in 1969. So right now, look at all this beautiful technology. You literally have the world at your hand.
Yeah.
Right here. And so what I've heard is that our cell phone, right? Our cell phone has more power than the computers that they had, the physical computers that they had in NASA in 1969.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is we have better technology. Elon Musk has the money. He has the tools.
Right.
All you have the math and the science that got us there in 1969.
Right.
And you can't share that with us because you destroyed it.
So you think we did land on the moon though?
Well, that's a question. That's the question, because it's like, why would you destroy it?
Yeah.
If we really landed.
Yeah, that's why I was asking. Like, so did we even land?
That's the question.
Do we even have the coordinates to even get there? Right.
Again.
Yeah.
Can Elon Musk do it? And it's like, he has all the tools. He has better technology than in 1969. He has all the money in the world, and yet he still hasn't sent a person to the moon.
Yeah. And
that's crazy to me.
Now, can we even leave this atmosphere?
That's what I'm saying. It's like, so was that a Hollywood set?
Yeah.
And then, you start like dissecting it. It's like, oh, the flag is waving on the moon. There's no wind on the moon. So it's like, there's no oxygen. That's why they have a mask on.
Yeah.
So why is the flag waving? And it's like, what I'm saying? Certain things like that. You start like dissecting, like, wait, but that perspective, the reflection of the sun, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. If you really check out the footage,
yeah.
But then it's like I said, my question, my red flag is, if you figured it out in the 1960s, how come we don't know how to do it now?
Yeah,
with better technology.
Yeah.
And better tools.
Now, tying it back to the Bible and all that stuff, yeah. They say that within the Bible, they even speak that we live under a firmament.
That's right.
Right? And that's why supposedly when they throw rockets out there,
mm-hmm.
you see an explosion because we haven't been able to break that firmament.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, that's crazy too. I like the firmament stuff like that. So like, because it also ties up to Antarctica, where if you go to that continent, the question is like, why is that place?
Oh, Antarctica?
Yeah. Yeah. Like, why is that place the only place where all governments are like, all right, we're all cool here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, but at the same time, the Nazis even sent people over there. And it's just like, why? You know what I'm saying? Because, like, why can't you just go take a trip there? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Go check it out yourself. You know what I'm saying? And like...
It's prohibited, right?
So to go back to the firmament, it's like, supposedly... Mind you, we're all talking conspiracy. I wish you would have wore a hat, man. Because now they're going to look at me like, damn, who drinks with JD? This dude thinks he's... But we never landed on the moon. No, the whole thing is like what they think is like, let's say the firmament is like the edge of the world type thing. Where like the edge of the firmament. Yeah. Like what's on the other side of the firmament. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, why did the Nazis send, and supposedly Hitler himself went to Antarctica.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why was he there? And like, what were they doing? So supposedly that what I've heard is that he would do like he was an occultist. So mind you know how we're talking about, let's say from Christianity to occultism, those different viewpoints, you know what I'm saying? And you play with different spiritual sides or different sides in the spiritual realm, you know what I'm saying, with occultism and Christianity. So if he played with occultism and he went down there to do occult rituals, it's like, well, what's so special about that spot? That, is there like a portal there? Right. Is there like are there beings there? You know what I'm saying? Like even the Bible how it says, talk about the Nephilim. You know what I'm saying? Those are fallen angels, you know what I'm saying? Who came down here and made it with the women. Right. So it's like those creatures that came out of that, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, and who died who we believe died during Noah's Ark. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? During the flood. It's like, what if, those beings, those Nephilims were, maybe they're all trapped in Antarctica or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Yeah. We talking. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. We could dive into.
And that's the thing too. When you say extraterrestrials, that means it's extra, like terra, tierra. Like there's extra.
That's right.
Land.
That's right.
Right. So I'm a believer in that. Right.
What's over the firmament?
Yeah, I don't disregard any of that. Right. I, whether it might be true or not, I always keep my mind open that I can't disregard it because I've never been there. So there's a possibility that there might be.
Yeah. And what's so special about there where there's actually peace there? Yeah. There's peace. Yeah, it's cold, but all governments are all like, let's just have peace.
Or is it even cold over there? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So we don't know. Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like, we don't know about men landing on the moon. We don't know about the firmament. But what I'm saying is the evil that men do. And also, you also have to remember, okay, we're living in 2024, right? Before us, there's centuries of people living. Right. And winners of war write history. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So the winners of war write history. Right. So what's the history that they're leaving out?
Yeah, exactly.
From the losers.
And that's what they say, that history is his story, right? Yeah. It's written in a way that it's going to benefit them, whoever's writing that book of history. Right?
Exactly. So it's like, what are they hiding? Yeah. Like, what did they purposely leave out? And you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, what did they purposely leave out of, like, oh, let's not share this with the masses or something.
Well, there's a lot of major events that happen in this world that even 9/11, I'm a strong believer that it was an inside job.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because look at how it shaped the world to today.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, that actual event took away so many of American rights.
Yeah.
And which took away a lot of rights in the world, because you know we're the superpower, we're the best country.
Yeah.
But before 9/11, you know, we were cowboys, gun ho, like yo, like I'm proud of this, and we had so many rights, and it's just like slowly we're inching to
taking away those rights.
Yeah, erasing the Constitution.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But why was it introduced? Because like, oh, terrorists, you know, the terrorists are underneath your bed, and you know we have to survey everybody, you know, with just, you know, we have to completely disregard your privacy, go into your accounts, your everything, because of terrorists. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, not one time since 2001 to today have they actually stopped a terrorist attack where, like, you know what I'm saying, where it's like, what I'm saying is terrorist attacks still happen.
Yeah.
And it's like, wait, aren't you all up in our business? Yeah. Isn't Big Brother in our business?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, people are still getting harmed.
Well, one of the biggest ones right now just happened, the whole COVID thing, right? Mm-hmm. There was a lot of stuff, shady stuff that happened, but that's when you realize how much control the government actually has over the masses, over the people.
That's right.
That they force people to wear masks to get whatever injected into people's body without even the people not even knowing what the hell they were inputting into their body, into their flesh.
That's right.
And that's when I really got me aware on how much control and how much people actually believe in the government, what they say. If some person puts on a robe and they speak as if they're a doctor, they believe it. Why? Because they're wearing that uniform.
That's right.
But
it's all the psychological aspect. Like I said, like I even put on my uniform for Drinks JD, but it's like, imagine someone on your TV, oh, I'm a medical doctor and I know what I'm talking about. It's like, it's so easy to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because they're wearing that uniform, but you should question everything.
Of course. That's what I always say, like, I don't question that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, question everything. You know, don't live in fear. That's the number one thing. It's like, fear is a tool. You know what I'm saying? Fear is a tool, and that's, you know, it'll control you.
Right.
When anything, how, like, just the smallest thing of, like, don't be scared to start a podcast. You know what I'm saying? But the whole thing of, like, don't let people control you through fear.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In anything, whether starting the podcast or, hey, everybody, you're going to die. This virus, you know, you got to get injected right now or you're going to die. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, and, you know, God doesn't cause fear.
Exactly.
So.
And that's why they like to spread the media and all that. They like to spread fear because it's the lowest vibration, right?
That's right.
And they say that love conquers all, and they don't want to spread positivity and love because that's the highest vibration, and they don't want the masses to be living in that frequency.
That's right. Amen.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Cool. Let's move on to the last segment. We're almost close, an hour and 45 minutes already.
All right. Yeah, let's go 5 hours. 5 hours.
Let's do the viral video of the week. I have one little clip that I want to react to, and then I have another. This is a tragic incident that happened, but just want to bring light to it. So we'll do it, and then I'll show you the videos.
All right.
Damas y caballeros, sean bienvenidos al podcast. El video
There we go.
viral de la semana. The viral video of the week en Hoy No Más podcast.
All right, JD. So I'm not sure if you're too much into TikTok and all that, but I ran into this video. Oh, let me put that on screen for you. I ran into this video, and let's see if somebody that might not be too much into TikTok, if you're able to recognize these people in this drawing.
Yeah, that's old girl.
Who was that?
Something baby. What's her name?
Shawty Bay.
Yeah, that girl. Is that her?
Yeah. So there goes. Who's that right there with the? So let me go back a little. So who's that right there? The one with the
purple,
with the pink shirt that says.
The pink shirt.
The Mickey Mouse ears.
Mickey Mouse ears.
Yeah. Who's that?
Forgive me. I don't know.
Well, yeah, just I think it's his name is Wilito, and do you know anybody else of these?
No, I can't. But just Shorty Baby, what's her name?
Yeah, Shotty Baby.
Yeah, Shotty Baby. Yeah, I recognize her. She's funny.
And anybody else from here?
No, but that's her.
yeah. So what they did is they pretty much let me see if there's audio.
I did a caricature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see if there's audio. Let's see.
That's tight.
No, I don't think there's audio. Why isn't there audio? Might not be connected. But yeah, so my whole point of view with this, it was to... Oh, there we go. Well, I guess it's just some random audio, but pretty much what they were showing or what they were saying in the video is that it's crazy that these people are some of the biggest influencers on TikTok, right? And it's just like, oh, this is America. This is what you get.
yeah.
This is what you get as your top people on TikTok, right? And you can see them all like,
damn, they're taking over.
They're taking over. Yeah.
Yo, what if we do that for our podcast group? Right?
Yeah.
We're taking over San Diego.
Yeah. So that guy right there is Lilo, and all of these people have like thousands, 100,000s of fan base and all that stuff. But
I gotta check them out.
So the only one that stuck out was Shotty Bae.
Yeah, she's cool. I like her. I like her.
Is there a saying that she says that you like her?
Yeah. No, something that's hilarious to me whenever she goes. I know she's just messing around or whatever, but how she goes, yo, you know what? Like, I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna give my BBL. You know, say something like that. I don't know. To me, it's just like it's just hilarious the way like she just runs with that.
Yeah, imagine if she ever got a BBL.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
I think she would break the internet, man.
Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, why not? Why not?
Yeah.
You know, well, the whole thing, like I say, she's trying to get fit.
Yeah.
And but like, I don't know. I mean, just be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just be yourself. Like that's what got her. Seen, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And it's just like, why change for people?
Hey, you said old girl.
Yeah, old girl. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? That's old girl.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah. But yeah, those right there are some of the highest TikTokers
That's
or
cool.
quote unquote influencers / content creators of TikTok right there. There they are. Look at them. Do you consider them influencers? Do you think they're actually influencing?
Yeah.
Or are they just content creators?
I mean, anybody could influence you, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You watch them long enough, they're gonna be in your memory. You know, they're gonna be in your
brain.
There
she is, right there.
They're gonna shape how you, or like, you know, what is it? Their eyes are the windows to your soul. So it's like, so protect what you watch, because it's like, you know, whether you watch it, that's going to influence you. Yeah. So it's like, you're being influenced by the thing that you're watching. That's
a good point. You know no matter what. So you should be careful on what you're actually watching too, regardless.
Yeah. And whether if it's just entertainment, you know, like let's say you watch nothing but scary movies or happy movies or whatever you're watching, that's going to directly influence your thoughts.
Yeah.
And then your thoughts control what you know who you are and your actions and stuff like that.
Because it got me thinking right now too, right? Because supposedly a while back I also heard this theory, right? That they said that the whole purpose of TikTok was to dumb down the generation here on the US.
That's right.
And now looking at these type of influencers, that's right. Look at what they're influencing to the masses.
But okay, it's like we all have a free choice to watch Shawty Baby. No disrespect to her. She's cool. She's cool.
Yeah.
But I'm not searching for her when I'm trying to like learn a math equation or I don't know. Let's say I watch David Goggins all day and I'm just, I want to get fit and motivated or whatever. And it's just like you have the ability to choose what you watch.
Yeah. There's different outlets that if you want to specific result, you know where to go.
Yeah, no matter what it is. You want to learn how to cook, go watch the best cook. You want to learn about astrology, or geography, then go watch a geographer. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or a mathematician if you want to learn math or something, So it's like if you just want her content, like me, like my whole thing is I'm a drop in the ocean. So what drop are you going to watch? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Are you going to watch just Hoy Nomás? You know what I'm saying? Or are you going to watch, Andrew Tate? Or or whatever you want to do, you know what I'm saying? So that's gonna influence you, right. But you have the right and the ability to choose what you want to be influenced by.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
At the end of the day, it's personal choice, right?
Yeah. And that's the cool thing. So it's like, yeah, you could say, okay, it's dumbing you down. Okay, well then go search for something smart. You know what I'm saying? Something to learn. You are letting them control you. You know, so you literally have the world in the palm of your hands, and you could learn anything.
Yeah.
You know, like right now, you could get a degree. You know, the YouTube University. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You could learn something, but it's like, but you rather watch Shawty Baby. Right? No disrespect to her. I like her content. I like her content too, but. But we're talking about degrees. Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, you can learn anything on YouTube. Okay, but who's actually learning something on YouTube? Like all you're doing is watching Shawty Baby. And no disrespect. And I like it.
Hey, Shawty Baby, if you're watching this, he is calling you Shawty Baby.
wait. Hey, yo, when you gonna get that BBL, girl?
Hey, JD can fund that BBL.
So, that's hilarious, man.
Yeah,
she cool. She cool.
Yeah,
shout out to her.
So yeah, I just wanted to bring that one up. I think this one in particular it's almost at 1 mil.
Is that Annette or who's that?
Yeah.
See, I like Annette. She cool.
Yeah,
she cool.
So yeah, that drawing almost got to 1 million. It's at 827 million.
Yeah,
not million, 827,000.
Yeah, that's dope. Oh, I like that sculpt tattooing.
Yeah,
that girl. Your guest follow me. I follow her back. She's cool.
She's cool. She's super talented, and she's a super hard worker.
Yeah. No, I see it because you know how we were talking about our surgeries or whatever.
Yeah.
Our hair transplant surgeries or whatever. And so I was also, just that's also an awesome option, for men to get and all that stuff. I mean, hey, if girls will get the BBLs, hey, hey, King, go get your hairline back. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy though? That if you start thinking about it, and it's super weird when they put it in this sense, girls will put nails, fake nails on top of their real nails.
That's right.
Let me rephrase it. Yeah. So women will go out there and put fake nails, artificial nails on their real nails.
That's right.
They'll put artificial lashes onto their real lashes. Right. How weird is that? When you start analyzing that and actually stepping back and actually deep diving and paying attention to that, that's freaking weird, right?
No doubt.
Why? Like, I wonder where that even started.
No doubt. Well, I guess maybe I want to say, even back in the day with Cleopatra, how her the hieroglyphics of her, of her selfie hieroglyphics, are like her with beautiful makeup or the way she's depicted. But what I'm saying is it's all about attraction, the feminine energy or whatever that, like, let's say, for us as men, the way we look at women, it's like, okay, first, we see their physical. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's how, like, okay, that's how we're attracted to them instantly. Yeah. Like, oh, damn, she's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, well, if makeup and like whatever could make you more beautiful, then it's just like, then you attract the opposite sex and, stuff like that. And then you're able to grow your legacy or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's how I see it. I don't see it like, and also, hey, if it helps you with your self-esteem, then hey, anything positive, right? Yeah. So it's like, that's why for me, when I got my hairline back, because when I was losing my hair or whatever, like I was like, nah, like I want my hairline back, and I have a vlog for my
I watched that.
For my hair transplant.
And you went down to TJ, right?
That's right. And I got my surgery, and now I got a beautiful hairline. Nice, you know what I'm saying? I got my beautiful hairline. Shout out to you know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying it's just for me. It wasn't like, it's all vanity. You know what I'm saying? It's all vanity. So it's like, is it gonna make me feel better? You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, it made me feel better to look in the mirror and like. I for a while I didn't go to a barbershop because I was like, man, like I got, a fade is gonna look crazy on me, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's like now I could go to my hair shop, enjoy that barbershop, and and I like my hairline back. So.
Cool. Yeah. Well, I think we reached the 2-hour mark already.
All right.
Any final words, JD, that you would want to have? That way we can close this one up.
Yeah. I want to shout out Angel for inviting me on. Hoy no más. Hoyla. It's funny, my baby. We're always like hoyla.
Yeah.
Anyway, shout out my baby, Amazing Grace. Nice. She's 7. Shout out my wife. Shout out Tanya. Make sure you follow her. My baby. She's about to be born in September.
Nice.
My baby. Yeah, her name is Summer. Nice. I just want to shout out my babies, my family.
Yeah.
I love my family, man. And yeah, like I said, man, it was an honor to be here.
Yeah.
You know, and just thank you, man. Oh, well, make sure you catch Angel on my show on Drinks with JD.
Yeah, so we'll make it happen.
Yeah, we need to set that up.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, well, what do you think? How do you think this interview went?
Went great, nah. Yeah. I think it was a dope conversation.
Yeah, I don't know. To me, could have been better with the tinfoil hat, so whatever.
Yeah, we'll make it happen. Hopefully this is not the last one.
And we'll see.
Yeah.
And we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
I hate this place. I don't want to be here. No tinfoil hats. I ain't coming.
We'll do a specific conversation and podcast on pure conspiracies and all that, and deep dive. And I even wanted to like talk to you about like ayahuasca and psychedelics and all that stuff.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, I dove into all that.
Have you ever done any?
Well, how about this? How about we leave that for the next episode?
Let's do it. Cool.
And then I'll tell you all about experiences in ayahuasca.
But have you or not?
Let's answer that. Okay. For the, how many times I gotta tell you?
Yeah.
You know, they gotta get anticipation. But I also want to leave one more anticipation topic, or so people could anticipate it. Seals have telekinesis. I want to leave that. I want to leave that for the next episode if it ever happens.
Okay.
Because I don't know if Angel likes me. So.
All righty. Well, thank you, JD. Appreciate it. Appreciate your time. I think it was a dope conversation.
Wait, can I show my social medias?
Yeah.
All right. So YouTube, Planet SON Film Productions. On Instagram is Planet SON Films. So holla at your boy. So
cool.
Make sure you follow me.
All right. Yeah. Well, if you got to this point, what emoji should they drop?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love this. I love this. I wanted to like copy this from you, like, or something like I want to, because you influenced me. You know what I'm saying? Because I watch you, and you influenced me.
Cool.
Let's do. Okay, what I always like to do is the planet.
Oh, so what about a cup?
Okay. Oh, you know what? How about this? All right, let's do a cup. Let's do a cup for Drinks with JD. Let's do that.
Let's do a cup. So we'll see who actually watched the whole thing.
That's right.
Cool.
There were some haters out
there. Yeah. All righty. So if you got to this point, if you like this conversation, drop a cup. Let JD know that you enjoyed his conversation, this episode. Once again, my name is Angel Houseman.
JD.
Mr. JD, like I always like to say, it's a greater risk, not taking a risk. Till next time.
That's right.
Cool.
God is good.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Oh, thank you.
Hoy no más.